6,680 pounds, one owner, originally sold right here at Haylett RV. This is a Springdale 2960, and it's a different take on a private rear bunkhouse. It has two full pass-through storage compartments, a huge rear outside cargo garage, and you might be asking, if it's so neat, what's it doing here? Well, we sold this to some folks only a year or two ago, and they just figured out it was just bigger than what they wanted. They started to feel a little intimidated by it with their style of camping, and they swapped it out for a single axle little bunkhouse here at Haylett RV, so that they loved camping, they just wanted to be a little more comfortable while they were towing. And although they didn't use it a whole heck of a lot, they didn't abuse it at all. They actually kept active, maintenance levels on this thing, so it never fell into a state of like disrepair. Sofa can fold down into a little sleeper, and I love that little kind of almost cinema sofa style armrest there. Some USB plugs right between the seating, very handy for keeping some phones topped off. And just like the sofa, that dinette can also fold down into a sleeper, and there'd be storage below it. We'll take a look at the kitchen in a minute. I just kind of want to swing around real slow to give you a good look at everything. Cool thing on Springdale's, they actually do something a little bit different with the doors on their cabinetry. There's these little kind of like Teflon bumper glides where the door insert actually meets up with the door framework of the cabinetry. And what that allows for is this thing can bounce and jounce and wiggle jiggle, and heat expansion, contraction can happen all at once without that cabinetry falling apart. We do have central air, central heat. This does have a heated enclosed underbelly as well. So if it's going to get a little chilly at night and then it's going to, come back above freezing tomorrow, you're going to be okay here. The bathroom, simple, but simply effective. However, what I like is how they did everything that really matters, like that shower surround paneling and an actual medicine cabinet with a mirror, not just a mirror glued on the wall. Now, it's a very different kind of private bunkhouse here. It's a double bunkhouse, but it's a off-center stacked double bunkhouse. And you can take one look at these mattresses and see they weren't really used. So first of all, let me get through here, past that true privacy door. And you do have the ability, if you want, to throw a TV here into the bunk room. Both upper and lower bunks have their own breeze windows. The bottom one is a fire escape breeze window, so that can really crank open for air. Plus, there's a skylight up here. Now, these double bunks, if I slide in the other direction, you can see are offset. So you can climb up the lower bunk to get to the top bunk. Now, the headboard outlets are kind of nice, but what's cool is both of these headboards are actually storage. So you've got like kind of built-in dresser, toy chest space, while still having some good dedicated closet space going on here. I've always kind of thought this was a neat layout, and I've always been a little more surprised it wasn't more common in the RV industry, especially given the outside cargo space that it grants you. Now, the entertainment on here, as it sits, is very simple and basic, but very expandable. It's a Bluetooth stereo system, and you can get the J Control app on your phone from Jensen to be able to control that. And handy little, like, double-tier shoe garage right by you walk in the door. That will dramatically cut the clutter you might experience in here. Speaking of expanding entertainment, you see that orange little jumper cable? That's actually like a little satellite prep. So if you really did want to dress up the entertainment here, you could do so. High-rise sprayer faucet with a big farm sink, always popular features. And on both sides of that kitchen breeze window, we have household outlets for our appliances. Now, you've got a conventional fork, spoons, knives drawer right here, but did you notice when I was looking the other direction, you do have a couple big pots and pans drawers, plus that vertical space for a wastebasket. They just don't lose anything, and that is a full viewing window in the entry door, not just even a frosty glass window. The front bedroom, very private, very basic. It does exactly what it needs to. They figure this camper, if you're going to be stuck inside on a rainy day, Mom and Dad, you're probably going to be over in the living room. You're probably not going to be hanging out up here. So very simple, but a neat little kind of Legend of Zelda secret hidden feature. You see how you can have a little laundry chute here. You could have a little laundry basket in there, so yesterday's clothes don't have to be today's problem. Now, down in that compartment we were just looking at, this is the full underbed storage right there, and it is large. I love that extra wide door over here for easy access. Now, this is an easy setup camper too. We have a very generously sized easy tilt power awning, 4-corner power stabilizer jacks, and power tongue jack. This is a no manual crank kind of camper. Also, I mentioned inside, but again, this is a heated enclosed underbelly, so it's just another one of those little peace of mind features. Even if you're not planning on camping into the spring, the simple fact that you have an extra air pocket right there will help your air conditioning stay inside the camper, because logically cold air falls down, and when it has to go through 2 layers before it bleeds out of the camper, well, it's going to stay in the RV even longer, naturally. It is also a nice thing to see the tinted windows right here to help keep the sunshine out of that thing, so it's not going to bake you like a magnifying glass. Now, I've mentioned a few times, this does have a double pass-through storage. This right here actually goes under that lower bunk bed, so there's just really no space wasted on this one. If you are an absolute cargo hound, if the kids just want to bring a ton of stuff, you've got perfect places to do all that. And thanks to that fold-down spare tire carrier, you can easily access this full rear storage garage. So if what's cool is it's just a blank canvas, and the folks never, it doesn't look like they ever use, it doesn't look like they use much of this camper, but they certainly didn't use that rear storage door right there. So if you are looking to, I don't know, have hoses, cables, extensions, anything, folding picnic tables and chairs, you've got more space for that stuff there. And then just to kind of polish it all off, really smart positioning of it, you've got an outside hot and cold utility shower here right next to the awning. Where that's really nice is if the kids have been playing outside all day, if you got to do some campsite cleanup, if you want to get the lake smell off you or the kiddos, if you've been out in the lake water there, you know, maybe it's not the cleanest lake you've ever seen. You can do all that right there before you even go inside the camper. That way you don't have to clean the camper. You already cleaned yourselves. There you go, guys. Pretty much like new, used price tag. Might be able to get same as new financing on it because of its young age. Obviously that's going to be pending approval, but it is theoretically possible. So give our team here at Haylett RV a call, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Look forward to seeing you soon. Yep, that is what I said. Whatever. Goodbye and have a great day.